Yeah, no, I just started it. What's up? Oh yeah, you do. I already tested the sound the other day, so and I can see that the sound is working when you talk, so that also helps big time. So anyways, today we were just gonna talk. Me and Hellraiser were just gonna talk about our content primarily, Cucui skits, Cucui gamers, our own personal channels, and then probably what we plan on doing with this podcast or attempt to do with it in the future. For the most part, episodes will try to be about an hour long, 40 minutes to an hour long. Um, as long as we get within that range, is good. Today's is probably going to be about 20 to 30 minutes because we're just introducing the idea. But yeah, no, we'll try to get through our talking points in a timely manner, but not rush through them too quickly. Let's start with our plans for when we get out of the Shadow Realm and start doing things again for Kukui skits and for Kukui gamers, because it's been a while since we've done any of that kind of stuff. Hellraiser can tell you a little bit too, but we actually have recorded the video that he's currently editing for Kukui gamers, which will be uploaded. Yeah, no, that's how he's been trying to do it. Usually editing, depending on what kind of editing style you have and what kind of videos you're trying to engage your audience with, editing can be quick for some people and then sometimes it can take a really long time depending on what they kind of want to do with it. Usually Hellraiser's editing can take a long time for good reasons though. Could you kind of walk us through your process of like how you actually kind of do your videos? Yeah, usually uh Hellraiser, you can find him. I think does mostly he tries to focus on what is it? Tekken and then fighting game grabs or smash you focus on a lot, and then you also kind of hit it off with a lot of your Gran Turismo videos pretty well. Okay. I might have to ask you your questions again. Vaporing says we can't hear you, so I'm actually gonna turn up Discord here, or the volume for Discord a lot. Can you talk again? Okay. Uh, I know exactly why. It's because Discord. I'm gonna have to change Discord setting here, and then it'll be able to hear you. Voice and video. Uh, we didn't miss much. It's only been a few minutes, so honestly, if I just ask you the same two or three questions, you can just re-explain. You can simplify it more if you want. So we're just gonna. I have it set to headset speaker on my headset, but the sound for um, OBS is set to my speakers for my PC. So I'm guessing that's why I didn't line up. Okay, that should fix it. You can try talking again here and see how that works out.
Frank, can you hear me now? Anybody?
Oh yeah, they can
Comments?
most definitely hear you. As a Are you too loud though? Who knows? They'll probably tell me. He says they can hear you, which honestly is good enough for me. But, anyways, regardless, let's reiterate a few things you were kind of talking about here, because I know we were talking about our channel. So first off, for Cucui gamers, we have a video already made. He is currently editing it. It's taking him a while, but it will release sometime in the near future. And then
Yeah, what?
yeah, no, you can probably just go over a quick brief, even quicker than the first one if you want, over how you do your videos and whatnot.
Yeah, so typically when I start a video, I usually just start watching it, start cutting it down, maybe give myself some text boxes to remind me what kind of edits to make. Then when I finally done cutting it down, it won't strictly mean it's all the way cut down because I might cut more later. But that's when I start adding memes, sound effects, visuals, etc., and actually start editing the meat of the video. And then I usually end with music.
Yeah, which
Sometimes music comes first, but I don't know.
yeah, that makes sense. Why did that start loading up? Also, I did. He was talking about a
But
little bit earlier that he was bringing up earlier that his Gran Turismo videos were kind of popping off.
they were. I thought they were hit repetitively.
I just closed that program, so I don't know why it did this, but I have to go over how the heck? Okay, give me 1 sec. I want to turn up this sound quickly for a sec. Okay, you're good. My PC was glitching. I had closed the program and then it had started acting as if it just started in the background. So you could hear all the sound.
Bro, that's weird.
Well, I don't know if the viewers could, but I figured they could because the sound was going to where the audio would have gotten to their headphones. Um,
Okay.
usually Hellraiser, while he does have some fun videos, for the most part, a lot of his videos generally require more research. So they tend to take longer to make. Usually the video format I'm going for is generally practically everything I do right now isn't exactly of the highest effort unless I make it to be. Usually with streaming, I'll be playing a playthrough of a video game and it just requires me to play the video game. That's what a playthrough is. A walkthrough would be more informative, but a playthrough is just like, honestly, you can be informative with it, but like it's basically just me playing a game for fun and kind of just winging it as I go. Um, with the shorts, those are
It did
kind
give us
of,
some very funny clips.
yeah, there are some pretty funny clips that I get. With the shorts, they generally take about a minute or two to get done because I just got to clip something out of one of my videos or streams and it's scheduled for next day. Making a post and scheduling it for next day takes about a minute too. Um, And then when it comes to kind of the YouTube videos I make, I literally am just doing like on Mondays, starting next month, on Mondays, Smash 64, best 3 out of 5. On Tuesday, Melee, 3 out of 5. Wednesday, Brawl. Thursday, Ultimate. And Friday, Yu-Gi-Oh Goat format. And generally, that's just after I batch record all of those. It doesn't take me long to edit them all because I just go into them. I cut parts in between, so you just get to the game right away and get to watch it, and then you see the score display update after a match show up for like 5 seconds. So it's just my content is kind of thrown out quick for the most part. We do have a channel called Cucui Skits, which honestly might be the least known channel to most of you, mostly because it has nothing to do with gaming. But it's generally a channel that we will be more active in it soon again. But it's just us doing skits for like making like video games or like anime references for the most part. Usually
or martial arts on occasion.
martial arts too. Yeah, that does tend to be a theme. Believe the last most recent video we had done involved was it the Mortal Kombat one? Or was it the substitution jutsu one?
Maybe. I think it was substitution jutsu.
Gotcha. But yeah, um for the most part with this podcast, we do plan on having guests, so we have like other people to talk to in future streams. We're gonna have Golden Gem Games start off as a regular next week, but I believe one of the first people some of the first people I'm considering having on this are probably generally going to be people in my own Discord before I go into some other Discords or whatever.
That makes sense.
Yep. And then usually from there, trying to think. I'm gonna look at my notes. Was there anything you wanted to talk about, Hellraiser?
I guess the only thing that I could talk about today at the moment
Mm-hmm.
is today. If any of you watch Tekken, you would know that Tekken news came out today about DLC. But if you guys aren't really Tekken players, it wouldn't really make much sense to y'all.
Yeah, well, what DLC did they
They
come up
show,
with? I wasn't even paying attention to Tekken, I'll be honest.
yeah, fair enough. Um, Previous Tekken 7 DLC character Fakum Ram is coming back. Make sure you pronounce that correctly. Uh, he's somewhat hated, somewhat liked at the same time because he was super broken when he released in Tekken 7, and now we got to pay for him again.
Interesting. Hmm.
But I don't know. I hope they pull something out that makes him not hated. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I know Hellraiser likes to play characters that grab a lot in fighting games. Like when we play Tekken, I believe I mean in Tekken 7, you like to use a different character a lot more, but I know right now you do like that Jaguar character, is it? Or
King, yes.
King, yeah. King and then Armor King. I think he uses King more than Armored King actually, but Armored King he does like using too.
Yeah, see, I picked up Armor King later in Tekken 7, but now I think I like him more.
Interesting. I didn't really play a lot of Tekken. I do have Tekken. I believe I got it on the PlayStation 5. I don't remember what my
I
decision
think,
making on that was because most of the fighting games I buy are like on my PC.
yeah,
Did you tell me that the game was multi-platform or is it not multi? I think it's multi-platform. There's no reason the fighting game shouldn't be multi-platform
well,
in this generation.
it is cross platform, yes.
Okay, that's what I figured. Usually, when it comes to fighting games, I tend to play mostly the Smash Brothers games, which I do know there is people out there that would probably tell you that they're not fighting games, but they're party games. But I mean, you can play it as a fighting game in a 1v1 essentially.
It is a party fighter for sure.
It
Like
is a
it's
party
both. That's
fighter.
why it's a
That's a
weird
better way of
name.
describing it. It is the party fighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. On one of my content videos that I had recorded for next month, it was scheduled for like the last Friday of the month, and it had to do with goat format Yu-Gi-Oh. And I was pretty
Yeah.
happy with uploading that and scheduling it because I had won the duel 2-1. I had won the set 2-1 and there was one draw in there, so it was 4 games, but I still won 2-1. And then Apparently I didn't record my own voice, so it just sounded like the other guy was talking to themselves. So I had to re-record the set, and then I lost that one, and I'm like, gosh dang it.
All right, that's painful.
Yep, it is. But what can you do?
Try again.
For sure. I'm looking forward to playing against more people. The last like 4 times I pinged, it's been Indigo playing me, but I might tell him next time that I want to play someone new. I
Fair
still
enough.
don't mind playing him though, but yeah.
It's good to have some variety.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I mean, if you guys have been on my channel, you will see that there is a lot of stuff scheduled. And how you may ask, it's all premiering, so you'll see it says premiere.
You know, he had this all pre-planned. It was pretty smart of him.
I wouldn't go that far and say it was smart, but yeah, no, I did pre-plan it, and I expected it was gonna be a lot more work than it actually ended up being. But now
Yeah.
we'll see how these
Hey,
do and how I'm able to improve the videos over time, because I do plan on making changes little by little for the most part. And then
maybe you could
occasionally I might do bonus content that normally wouldn't be scheduled for like usually a Saturday or a Sunday occasionally. But yeah.
maybe you could have outro.
Yeah, and actually the next thing I plan on working on, besides these videos, keeping them going, is probably like a channel. Is channel trailer still a feature? Is that still a thing? Cause I probably
Kinda.
want to
Think
do
so.
a channel trailer because I probably want to make a channel trailer soon. I feel like I have more than enough
That sounds
content to make
cool.
something.
Probably.
But right now, the channel growth has been going on pretty good. I have managed to get about 280 subscribers at the moment. I do plan on keeping it going here. I've been adding thumbnails and stuff. I did used to stream on Kick, but I'm not going to for a while until I build more of a following on Twitch and YouTube.
That's fair.
Yeah. But if you guys haven't seen Hellraiser's O2 channel, and even though I said O2, you may still have a hard time finding it. Do not worry. I will edit this podcast and add his YouTube channel link in the description. I will also leave a link to the Cucui skits and the Cucui gamers channels linked in the description, so that way you guys can, as inactive as those channels are, yes, they will have videos still. So that'll just be there, so you can
Yeah,
expect content at some point if something like that
you
interests
know,
you.
don't worry, they're not dead.
Yeah.
What?
No, you said they're not dead, and I'm like, we know they're not, but like, sometimes it feels like it.
Sometimes you need to fall to rise again.
Is that something Jackie Chan said?
I don't know. I mean, probably, but I was thinking more so the Phoenix.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm sure you
Yeah.
loved what I did with today's short when you saw it because I think at first you had thought there was an issue with it
Yeah.
because you're like, I can't see it. And I was like, that's the point. And then you read the title and it says, "What Falcon Punch? It never happened."
Exactly. It's
Trying
just
to,
a figment in our imaginations.
it never existed.
Yep.
Golden Gem Games, I already did bring him up starting next week. Not in this video, but in the next stream for the podcast. His channel will also start being linked after the streams. Usually you'll find me finishing the descriptions and everything and adding the thumbnail after the stream is over, plus adding it to the podcast playlist. So you guys will be able to see that there. But yeah, no, this one's gonna be shorter. Like I said, this stream for now is going to be about around somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes, where the usual goal is going to be to hit 40 to 1 hour, 40 minutes to an hour. Yeah. With that,
Yeah, that,
I think we've gone over what our content, what we've been currently doing now, and what to expect with our content. Before we start closing anything, I do say I started off with the content back in 2017 when I had a PS4, just kind of giving you an idea of how I started. I had started for my earlier streams, I had started playing Overwatch. Not really streams. I was recording them on OBS and then uploading them. I remember it. So I wasn't even really streaming because I had tried, but my laptop at the time wasn't strong enough, so it just wouldn't let me. So I was just using OBS to record instead. And honestly, I feel like if at the time I would have stayed consistent, I would probably have way more of a following now than I do at the moment. But you know, in a perfect world that you'd like it to be, you don't always make the best decisions and kind of come up how you expect. But with that,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask Hellraiser if he has any closing thoughts before we end the stream.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think this far ahead. And
Well,
you know,
there you
look
have
out for the
it.
channels.
What's up?
I was gonna say, look out for the channels, share them, watch them if you haven't already.
Yep, yep. And there you have it. Hellraiser's words of wisdoms. I applaud that man. He is the smartest person you will ever meet online, but not offline.
Yeah, no, definitely not offline. Trust me.
But yeah, no, with my closing thoughts, there it is. We went over our content, what we plan to do, and then kind of see, talking about what direction we plan on going ahead with the podcast. But expect this every Sunday at 8 p.m. with your regulars, me, Hellraiser, and Golden Gem Games next week, as well as possibly having guests regularly or as regularly as we can. So most of the time, it'll probably be 4 people in conversation, which for you guys is a good thing because there will be less pauses and less moments of us not talking. But I think we'll get
And
better
not
at it.
knowing what
I
to
think with
say.
experience we'll be get better at it over time and kind of eliminate that fluff so that there isn't too much of it. But yeah, no.
Oh,
I
hey,
Yeah.
sorry. If you guys have any thoughts or suggestions of what we could talk about, feel free to let some down in the comments. Usually we would talk about like gaming, TV shows, anime, whatever we have it.
Yep. That's
I guess I'm
actually a
not
good
wrong.
idea. If you guys do want us to talk about anything in the future, please let us know in the comments and we will try to hit that topic in our future streams. So, there you have it. We will see you guys next week on Sunday at 8 p.m. again. We appreciate having y'all here. And with that, Hellraiser and Consume MexiLAG are out.